Hi, I'm Connie Romans with Oklahoma CareerTech. This is CareerTech Conversations, and today we're talking to Jerry Burnett, who is superintendent of our Skill Centers division. He's one of the newest members of our administrative team. Jerry, welcome to CareerTech.
Thank you for inviting me.
First of all, tell me a little bit about your professional background. Where were you before you came here?
Well, I spent over 30 years in public education, 20 of those being in administration, 30 in Perkins, Oklahoma, and thoroughly enjoyed my time there.
So now you're working with our 16 Skill Center sites around the state. And I know a lot of people are familiar with our technology centers. We have 60 technology center campuses, but they don't know much probably about the skill centers and maybe not even what a skill center is. Can we start there?
Yes, a skill center is basically the same thing as we're getting in our tech centers. But basically we provide career and tech training for incarcerated individuals currently under the Department of Corrections.
And explain the relationship between CareerTech and DOC. How does that work?
Well, we basically go into the Department of Corrections, and that's where we train and educate these individuals. And we like to get them within 2 years of release. So when they are released to the community, they can go out and get a job and become taxpayers.
Great. So we have both male and female, both adult and juvenile inmates that we train,
Yes.
Right? Where statewide are these campuses primarily?
Well, without naming all of them, we go anywhere from Hodgdon way down southeastern Oklahoma all the way up to Veneta, northeastern Oklahoma, Granite, southwestern Oklahoma, and all the way up to Helena in northwestern Oklahoma.
And what kinds of skills are we teaching them? Are these skills that they can actually make a decent living?
Yes. We do construction, HVAC, cabinet making, engine performance, electrical trades, metal fabrication, transportation, distribution, and logistics, welding, fabrication, all kinds of stuff. So they can, when they come out, they are able to make a living.
Now, it's my understanding that not every inmate is eligible for a CareerTech training program. What is the process for getting into one?
Well, they fill out a form that we grade and to see if they really qualify to become out. We really, they need to be within 2 years. We don't want to take a lifer in there and someone that's doing life for some offense and teach them a trade, because we're wanting to create workforce people. We want to have people come out and get a job.
A lot of people are going to ask, why bother? I mean, these are people that have already made mistakes. What can be gained from teaching them these skills?
This is a second chance, and most of them will be released to society. And I would rather have someone released to society that has a trade and ability to contribute to society than someone that's just living off the system.
A lot of stories have been told about inmates who have served their time, gotten out, made a mistake, gone back in. How is that affected by the skills and the training that we offer?
Well, we have stats that prove people that go through our programs, the recidivism rate is 5 to 6%, meaning that the chances of them reoffending to go back is way less if they go through our programs than it is if they don't. There
are, again, stories that we send them out when they finish serving their time with a bus ticket and $50. I have no idea what that story really is, but what else do we do for them? We have what we call transition coordinators. What role do they play?
We have what we call employment transition coordinators who will go with them follow them 6 to a year out, make sure they have everything they need. Now, again, it's up to the individual if they want to be tracked or traced that long or need help that long. But it's a continuous program where we do everything we can for them to be successful.
So we don't just teach them welding or plumbing. We're teaching them other skills as well. What kinds of soft skills?
We like to get people when they first come in to do what we call career readiness. It teaches portfolio building. It teaches resume building. It teaches, we have mock interviews, teaches them everything they need to be able to go out and after they learn their trade to obtain a job and be a good citizen.
There are a lot of success stories coming out of the Skill Centers programs. Inmates who have served their time, gotten their skills, gotten gainful employment. Do you have any stories off the top of your head about successes there? Being
relatively new, I don't know firsthand of those successes other than what I read, but going to, and I'm trying to make every site in the state before Christmas, going to some of these sites and seeing these individuals work and learn, it's promising, and I think it could do nothing but help our society.
Tell me about the people who work in the Skill Centers programs. It seems to me it would take a very special person to do a job like that.
It does, and some of these individuals could make more money out in the real world, but they have a calling or a passion to go in and instruct and train and mentor these individuals that some of them just need a second chance in life, and it's very rewarding for them. So I just thank God that we have people like that.
What do we offer incarcerated individuals when they get out that kind of gives them a leg up? I know convincing some employers to hire someone who has a past such as that is difficult, but we provide them with the tools that they need to sell themselves, so to speak.
We do, and you know, we have starter kits. We'll help them with boots, clothing, tools that they may need to get started. But we have a lot of great companies out there that want to hire these individuals because they know the training that we provide, and they're ready to go to work. So, you know, we're just fortunate to have some of the business in our state that contact us, say, hey, we need workers, and so we try to train them and get them ready.
So this is yet another way that CareerTech is addressing this skills gap statewide. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. You know, everyone we talk to, they need workers, and they need trained workers. They don't need someone to come out and say, well, I'll train you and get you ready. We have them ready to go when they first step on the job site.
You and I had a little pre-meeting before we got on set here just to talk about some of the things that we might want to talk about. You probably came up with some ideas of your own that maybe we haven't addressed here yet. Can you think of anything that you'd like to talk about that we didn't mention?
No, this is, and I'm learning as I go on this job, and I think it's going to be a very rewarding job. I think, you know, Justin Lockwood took over as superintendent of Skill Centers, but I think with his leadership and guidance that we can make Skill Centers even better than what it's been in the past.
I know it's only been a month, but do you have any plans to change the way anything is done currently?
Well, you know, I learned a long time ago, you don't fix something that's not broke. So, you know, there are improvements that can be made. And, you know, I'm listening to my people out in the field, because if you don't listen to the people in the trenches, then that's where you're going wrong, because they can tell you exactly what needs to be done. And I just hope that my people give me an opportunity to help them, because that's what I'm here for.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Here. For more information about CareerTech Skill Centers, visit the Oklahoma CareerTech website at oklahoma.gov/CareerTech. And don't forget to follow Oklahoma CareerTech on social media. You can find us on Facebook, on X, formerly Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you'll join us again for CareerTech Conversations. I'm Connie Romans for Oklahoma CareerTech.